It's time to quarantine at this time and continue to quarantine your mind, your heart, and soul. Back in March of 2019, I did a video called Transforming in the Renewing of Your Mind. I want you to check this video out. We're going to be talking about transforming and renewing of your mind. On Motivation Inspired, I always talk about being encouraged, motivated, inspired, being challenged on your personal growth, making changes. Remember me sharing changes? Well, I'm going to touch on the subject of changing, and that means transforming and the renewing of your mind. I'm going to kick this off in Romans chapter 1 and 2. So just bear with me. I'm going to read this all together on the screen so it doesn't go, my eyes are not off on you, so I'm speaking to you directly. All right, let's kick this off here. Dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to God of what he has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind that he will find acceptable. This is truly the way to worship him. Now, here's verse 2. And hold on, because this is going to get really real with this, okay? Don't copy the behavior of this world. Don't copy it. Okay, let me underline that. Don't copy this world. But let God transform you into a new person, the way you think. Then you will learn that God's will is for you. That's right. Which is a good and pleasing and perfect. So, hold on to that thought. Going through the verse in Romans, I broke everything down. I mean, I really took a week to understand it, to apply it to my life. So hopefully this helps you out in the long run. And that means that if you turn on the news today, you know exactly what's on, right? So you got your favorite news channel. I'm not going to name any news channel, but you have your news source that you get every single day, right? You got to see what's out there. There's a window of what's going on, right? And that means that if you're pretty much know what's happening, then you know you need to make changes, right? So the change begins with this heart of yours, right? Your heart is the one that actually makes the transformation. Your mind, if it's your thoughts there, your heart will speak, okay? And I know for a fact in my life, if there's things that are putting stop signs all over, it doesn't mean to break the law. The law says stop, so then therefore you stop. You don't go overboard. You don't, get carried away. You don't go against the law in life in general, okay? So there are challenges that you go through, right? Because this mind is going through so many things in life, and you just have to stop. You have to say, for those of you who are believers of Christ, you need to really ask God, even though you're going through these challenges in life, whatever the situation is, you know it yourself better than anyone knows yourself, right? So it's time to make changes to your life. Don't do what everybody's doing. That's what it's saying. Don't do what everybody's doing, because when you do this, you've copied exactly what the world is trying to emulate. So be the better person in life. I always say, be the better person in life. Make changes and challenges in your life, and start breaking down these things the way you know and possibly know how. I was saying, Isaac, how do I transform my mind? You haven't said anything yet. Well, hang in there, okay? I'm going to share that with you. Here are my points. Here's the ones I'm going to share with you right now. If you are a Christ follower, start praying. Ask God for direction in your life. How do I make these changes? How do I go through these challenges in life, and how to fix this with you, God? That's what you got to go. And you would also say, okay, now I'm going to not do this anymore. I'm going to find accountability for somebody that can help me along my journey, right? And then also, the way I do is by, after coming out of prayer, now I start taking baby steps, because that's the only way you're going to do it. Take these baby steps to start making differences of your life. Stop doing certain things that you normally do. Stop saying that you promise to do something when you're not going to do it. Okay? And I'm going to post a link here, because a lot of people have problems when it comes to promising things, right? So how do you challenge yourself? By transforming. That person will be, and you will know. Again, check that video out, and you'll have a full understanding. I just don't have time to go through that in this video. So that's another thing. Upgrading your friends. Upgrade your friends, because sometimes your mind is so clogged with everything. You're not having a clear mind of things, and the only way that you can do that is by eliminate friends that don't need to be hanging around, right? In other words, you can not, you can unfriend them on, whatever social media outlet you have, and don't block them, because then you're going to have other issues. So here are my final thoughts about transforming and renewing of your mind. I look at Luke chapter 6, verse 45. Let me read this off the screen. A good person produces good things from the treasury of a good heart. And the evil person produces evil thoughts, things from the treasury of an evil heart. What flows, you say, from your heart will come out. So, final thoughts here. If you really want to make a transformation and renewing of your mind, and we're talking about in the spiritual sense, first and foremost, you have to have a relationship with God. This is the only way that it's going to work out. I'm telling you, you can't do it without having a relationship with God. So let me invite you to a relationship with God today. And all these things that you're going through in life, without Him, there is no way that you can handle it, transforming and renewing your mind. Now you can do it maybe that's not in the supernatural realm. Okay, so that's my final thoughts here, guys, and I hope and pray that you make that change, make a difference of the world. Remember, do not be conformed of this world. Be a different person. Be a better you in life. Hey, thanks for watching Motivation Inspired. I know it was a long video, and I appreciate you at this end. Make sure you like, make sure you share, tell people about Motivation Inspired and how you were actually encouraged today. We'll see you on the next video.